Hello, humans of the internet, of technology. My name is Colleen Gallagher, and I'm just gonna wait for a few people to pop on. Hey Jay, when you join, say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from in this planet Earth. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to know where you are at. I'm currently in Arizona after I was traveling just for a full week in New Mexico. Hey Valerie, hey Frank, hey Robert. So when each of you get on, say hello. If you're watching this in replay, hashtag replay. I love hearing, hey Marco. One of my favorite humans is on here. I am so excited to be on today. I'm so excited for this transmission. Hey, how are you? Oh my gosh, so many beautiful people on this line. So, okay. Yeah, when you're on, say hello. Let me know where you're in from in this beautiful planet Earth that we're existing on. I would love to know. Milford, I'm so happy that you're here. And if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. So I'm just gonna switch this really quick because I can't see your comments, and I just have a light here, so it's a little more light so I can see this here. This would be great for me. All right, awesome. So, hey Zabi. Wow, so my name is Colleen Gallagher. I'm a revolutionary goddess. What does that mean? It means I empower you to understand how to leverage technology so you can absolutely live your dream life while impacting humanity. I'm super passionate about this, and I've done it for lots of people, and I really believe right now we are living in the time of love. We're living in a time where you can monetize love. We are living in a world where you can monetize your passions, you can monetize humanitarian work, you can absolutely empower. Hey George, how are you? You can absolutely empower the 80% of the world that's living in poverty, or if it's incarceration, or the growing number of people that are getting diagnosed with cancer, as I'm a childhood cancer survivor. You can absolutely create a lifestyle where you are living in total overflow with your abundance, in total overflow with your money, in total overflow with your manifestation of love, that you get to live the best life ever, and you actually get to help a lot of these social injustices. And, you know, I've done a lot of this with my master's that I'm currently getting in global technology and development with my own consulting and coaching business. I do. Hey, Scott Kelly, I was just talking about you. How are you? And I really wanted to come on today to share your relationship with manifestation and technology. So many people that I talk to, they're kind of like, what do you do, or what's going on? And I want to share something, as I'm actually almost complete with my master's. I'm getting ready to write my thesis right now, being published, hopefully. So, and then I'll continue on to a PhD while running my business and empowering other people. So I really want to talk about this relationship with manifestation, because if you followed my journey, many of you know that I left corporate with $5,000 in my bank account in New Zealand. I said I was going to travel the world while starting an online business, and I did just that while I've empowered many other people. So my relationship with technology and manifestation is pretty powerful. I really believe in it, and it's allowed me to live with freedom. It's allowed me to create multiple programs, services, products, whatever you want to call them. And now I'm really moving into retreats to be in a sacred container or a sacred space with people. Hey, Allison, allowing them to transform and create freedom and create impact and create income in ways they never maybe even thought of before. So I wanted to come on and start the live this way. I'm super excited. And you know, if you stay until the end, I'll tell you a couple ways that you can play with me, a couple ways that I'm allowing people to go through transformations, living from their heart instead of with their mind, and how when they do that, that's actually accelerated their business goals or their impact goals or their passion projects. And I'm someone who doesn't really love, I'm someone who does love to work with people who are magical. I love working with illogical businesses. I love playing in a space where you are getting reoccurring revenue. You're getting passive income while you're out living your life and creating new dreams and new visions and new impacts. So if you're someone who cares about any of those things, freedom, understanding how to live more from your heart so you can impact the world. Hey Neil, how are you? You are someone who cares about poverty. You're someone who cares about social injustices. You're someone who cares about living in abundance and in the overflow. This is definitely the live for you. This is definitely the live. And if you're someone who likes to travel the world or desires to travel the world and understand how to make money passively or ongoing from that, this is the live. This is the transmission for you to receive. So I can share some things with you. Hey Walter, I'm so happy you're here. So I can share some things with you about, for free, a lot of things that I'm gonna share on here, people I've paid tens of thousands of dollars for, and a lot of other people would charge you. So I'm gonna give you some really good things on this live about your relationship with technology and manifestation. And I'm really excited about it because people that are connected with me, they really deeply care about these things, and they really deeply care about impacting different social injustices, and I'm getting more and more passionate about it and how I do it and how I can create abundance for it, and really redefine poverty and really redefine with creating opportunities for those in lower social economic places. And the thing is, I can't do this alone, everyone. So I love teaching what I know, because when I teach it, you can go out and do it in your way, and it's kind of like the ripple effect, the starfish effect. So this is definitely the life for you about that. So relationship with technology, I really want to touch on this because many people, you know, I get a lot of messages and DMs. It's kind of like the new form of email, I feel, from probably around 50 people a day if I were to add everything up. So I'm just sharing with you the amount of amazing people there are on this planet, the amount of people that are really desiring to show up and do amazing things in this world. Hey Dima, I'm so happy you're on here. And so the relationship with technology. Many people share with me that they may be creating a program, they may be desiring to create money, they may run a business. However, when I look on their Facebook, or I look on their LinkedIn, or I look on their Instagram, it's basically non-existent. There's no videos of you sharing what you do. There is no videos of what you're doing offline being brought into the online world. And I want to share this relationship with technology because many people that I meet, they go, oh, well, some people I shouldn't say, they'll go, oh, do you have a website? Or, oh, do you have this? Websites are great. However, as a human, we're evolving so quickly that a website, by the time I update it last week, it's already going to be outdated with the evolution of who I'm being in the world, with where I'm traveling, what I'm doing, new relationships. So when you're looking at technology, specifically social media or Amazon or e-commerce or whatever it is, that is really the extension of you. That is the way for people to get the most up-to-date information about you. And your relationship with technology, whether you like it or agree with it or understand it or not, that is the new business card. That is the new website, is the evolving, revolving evolution of who you are. And the thing that's beautiful about technology is that you should start looking at it as an asset. You know, people say that real estate is an asset or Bitcoin or all these other things. Well, those you have to invest money for. Technology, this social media, is completely free. It is completely free. All you are investing is your time and energy into it, and it is an asset that is going to be there forever. It's not going to go anywhere, and it's going to constantly be having your most up-to-date frequencies, are your most up-to-date projects that are being shared. And you know, even a lot of people that are super successful that I look at with big brands or that I've talked to, and they're like, well, I don't have this. And it's like, you will not evolve with humanity, with your brand of all of your life's work that you've done, if you are not showing up on technology. And that's not me being mean or being like, oh my gosh, live in fear. Like, that's just a fact. So your relationship with technology, how you're showing up on technology, how you're communicating off technology, hey Grizz, how are you, should be exactly how you're communicating on technology. And people are like, well, I don't want to do videos. Okay, well, maybe you don't have to do a video. Maybe just start with posting things. Like posting, I'm passionate about travel. I'm passionate about breath work. I'm passionate about crystals I just got from a dear sister of mine. And what that means, I'm passionate about working out, whatever it is, but whatever it is that you're doing and your passion is, and even if it's not your job or your current state of job right now, you should be sharing that for free on technology, on social media, on videos. And you can share one video you have on Facebook, put it on YouTube, put it on Instagram, put it on LinkedIn. However, whatever you do, even if you're doing websites or building websites, you really should be creating content always that is being shared on these platforms to create a relationship with technology, because technology is an asset. I've been doing this for 14 months now, I think. So the amount of videos and assets and content that I have, I could probably write 3 books off of it. If I ever desired, let's say if I was, later in my life, if I have a family and I don't want to do anything, I don't have to recreate content, because everything from my previous self is going to be there, and I could create something off of that. And you can, even if let's say it's not a book, I want to do that. If you have all this content that you're sharing, you could look at what are the things I'm always talking about and create a pre-recorded course with videos, with screenshots that you've already done, and then you can put it on ClickFunnels, or there's so many other ones that you want. YouTube, you can make your own thing for free, and you literally could have like a $500 or a $997 course based on things you've already done just by you living your life. And that is the relationship with technology. That is the relationship you should be feeling and thinking about technology. Now, the other thing with technology, as I've mentioned before, and I'm going to share again, is technology is actually what connects us to other realms, other dimensions, other angels, other light, God, universe, source, whatever you want to call it. But there is something far greater than us. And this device, technology, specifically social media, our phones, our computers, whatever, actually connects us to other realms. So for an example, let's share that when you're maybe typing something and it accidentally types something different. Hey Z, how are you? That's actually other angels, dimensions, realms speaking to you through technology. Technology is actually an integration form in this human experience from our angels and guides and light. So whatever you really desire to call it, it's here as a way for us to physically see in the human form that there's other planets, galaxies, things supporting us in our mission of love. And when you're using technology correctly with alignment, when you're using technology with love, when you're using technology with purpose, when you're using technology to share light and to share excitement, that is actually what allows people to have accelerated results when using technology, when using social media. And so why your relationship with technology is so important is because not only is it an asset, creating everything that you desire for free, and to share your message, to share your gifts, to share your life's work, but it's an asset. It's also a way to connect us in an accelerated rate with that purpose and with that passion and with that love. And I could go much deeper on this, but I will not online. And the reason I'm going to share this for those of you watching is, again, your relationship with technology is not to go full forth and full-blown knowledge on everything that you know, all of your life's work. It's just to do a small portion as a catalyst for people to feel inspired, that people feel gifted, people feel moved by you, and they want to know more. They want to learn more. So see how I just shared with you there, and I give you an example of technology is used for other dimensions, other realms, whatever. I could go much deeper on this. However, I'm not going to, for the sake that I may lose some people, lose some of you that are interested in this conversation, that feel called to this conversation, that are excited about this conversation. I'm just giving enough so you can reach out and feel how to get involved. So your soul can just get a peek of what's coming, just a peek of remembering what's available to you. And that's why for all of you watching, I'm modeling this for you. This is a great video to model that. I'm modeling how to do this so you can see how to do this in your own business. And if you have a business and you're not on technology, social media, you really should start to create a strategy for that. Look at Toys R Us. I think I looked at Charlotte Russe just filed bankruptcy. Blockbuster, we all know, filed that a while ago. So really start to look at yourself, and whether it's yoga, I mean, do free yoga poses, whether it's photography, start doing free photography, or how videos or photography is important in personal brands and sharing that. So I'm going to take a deep breath there because there was a lot of information that came through. And your relationship with technology is going to get increasingly more and more and more important as we live in this age. Like, people will be meeting you online, and then they'll be investing with you for VIP days. Hey, Bill Walsh, they'll be investing with you for VIP days. They'll be investing with you for retreats. This is simply just a platform for people to get to know you, all of the different social medias, as just a quick blurb. And that way they can then reach out to you in Messenger or in Instagram DM. Though there are higher conversions taking place of sales in Facebook Messenger and Instagram DMs, and besides in person, unless you're in person. Other than that, like websites and the funnels and all that, like those are also conversions. But your highest one, hey Ava, your highest one for actually creating an interaction of getting people from you to seeing your product ecosystem is messengers and DMs and messages. Email is not there anymore. So this is why your relationship with technology is so important. It's going to continue to be important no matter what industry you're in. The second part of this that I really want to talk about is, as you're using technology as just a pinpoint for someone to get an idea to you or a taste of your frequency, the other thing I want to share is you should not be giving people your phone numbers. People tell me all the time, like, oh my gosh, Colleen, all these people are talking to me. You always want to send people to your Facebook, your Instagram, your LinkedIn. Like, that is the new phone number. You want people to be up to date with you. If someone has your phone number, they can't see maybe when you're going live. They're just going to text you with something instead of seeing an opportunity of what you're sharing, of your mission, of your goal, of how you're empowering people. So it's also really important that when you meet people, you don't want to give them your phone number or your website. You want to give them to your social media, because that is where you're going to get, as I said, as you're always evolving. Who I was 2 weeks ago is very different than the human I am today, due to the internal work I'm doing with my mentors, due to traveling, due to life experiences I'm having. This is the new way that you want people to be seeing you, getting a hold of you, and seeing what's up to date. And as I said, it's an asset, so people can go back to when you started and they can see your evolution. And it's actually a journey people can see to even get to know you without you having to explain your whole journey. You have a whole ton of videos where now someone can go and get to know the essence of you, which again, is really big. The second thing that I wanted to talk about, as I've gone pretty deep here into the relationship with technology. And if you have any questions when you're watching this, please let me know. Hey, Jonathan, I'm happy to answer any questions about technology, as it's something very dear to my heart. I use it a lot. I look at it a lot with digital rights, also with microfinancing, also with helping people make money. And so, and making money so they can impact humanity. So anyway, I really wanted to leave that open if there's any questions. The second thing I really want to talk about is your relationship with manifestation. So many of you are like, well, Colleen, I desire this, or I deeply want this, or whatever it is, but it's not showing up. So I know when I started business, 14 months ago, a lot of times I would be like, oh, I just want this, and I would expect it just to fall from the sky. I'd be like, oh, I want this, and it would fall. And not saying that can't happen, because a lot of my manifestations now are usually like, oh, I want to meet this person, I want to have this mentor, I want to be this, and they do happen pretty instantaneously. However, there's kind of a building block or building structure that happens with that. And I've talked about technology in your relationship. However, I also highly recommend looking at your relationship with not only technology, but the manifestation. So manifestation happens, I've learned from my experience, very quickly when you're actually emotionally invested. Now, people may be like, well, Colleen, I'm emotionally invested in all the things. Well, I want to share something with you that I didn't even have awareness with until very, very recently with manifestation. So a lot of times in life, as we've gone through our different experiences, we've gone through different traumas, we've gone through different amazing moments in our life, we can turn off and turn on our emotions. And our emotions have different depths to them, different frequencies, different availabilities that we can feel hey Nicholas, that we can feel the emotion. And so manifestation happens when we are deeply in tune with love. When we are deeply in tune with feeling good. Manifestations happen instantly when we allow ourselves to deeply understand what we're passionate about, deeply know our worth with that passion, and then create momentum, create action steps that move us forward with that. And I'll give you an example here. For a long time I was like, I want to create X amount of money, or I want to create this, but I was doing it from my mind. And I was like, well, if I just do this step or this secret strategy, or I just follow this mentor and do the exact same thing they're doing, it's going to create a manifestation. What I was missing is I created 12 programs last year, and they did, different rays of different things. And this year I've created a lot less, and I've actually created a lot more abundance in every area of my life, with relationships, with love, with my clients, in every area really. However, it's because I've been more committed to feeling good, and I've been more committed to showing up in a way that is the most authentic with feelings. If you look at a live, I did it, I think it was about a month ago now, maybe February. I was sharing, I was dancing, and I kind of was very intense with Global Citizen University. Then I would kind of back off a little bit, and I'd be like, if you're here to live with social impact, social poverty, or social injustices, if you're here to do that, and I would get emotional about talking about cancer and murderers, big people that are doing things in the world or whatever, and I was getting very passionate, and you would see that I would get emotionally tuned into it. That has created more momentum towards my manifestations. Hey, Alice. Than anything else. And I feel that's really important to talk about, when you have a relationship with technology and you have a relationship with manifestation, it's like anything else. Do you have a relationship with your parents? Do you have a relationship with your friends? Do you have a relationship with yourself? Do you talk to yourself? Do you say I love you to yourself? Do you say I love you for the vision and mission that I'm creating on this planet? I know if you're connected with me, you deeply care about something. You do, whether it's a book, whether it's a movement, whether it's a business, whether it's something, but you deeply are here to impact the world with love. And if you're doing that, love doesn't want you to suffer. Love wants you to thrive. Love desires you to receive all of your desires. However, you have to choose that feeling your desires, feeling the depth of your desires, and being like, yo, world, I desire this so deeply right now. And I desire this for blah, blah, blah. That when you do that, your manifestation is going to show up instantly. When you allow yourself to feel there. And I can't say Colleen, I'm feeling. It's a different feeling when you're doing it from your mind. It's very I'm going to feel this so I can create X. I can create this. Instead of I deeply desire so much to show up in this way so I can evolve, so I can receive, so I can impact this. And for that, I desire to have this amount of support. Whether that's employees, whether that's the mentor, whether it's whatever. And it's really important that we understand this relationship with technology and this relationship with manifestation, because they really go together. In the world that we're living in, they're becoming more and more integrated. For an example I can share, I really desire lately to be supported with employees, because I really desire to be able to support other people in their dream. And I really desire to be able to pay people. And so it's not just Colleen. And I really desire to do this. And I really desire to help other people grow their skill sets. And I desire this for the purpose so I could grow the mission of love, the mission of Colleen Gallagher International, the mission of Global Citizen University. I really desire this so I could be hosting more retreats. I really desire this. And because of that, of course, I had too many employees show up where I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even hire all of you right now because I don't have enough to do yet. However, I'm going to keep you in mind. I remember my business wasn't doing so well last April, not even 12 months ago, you guys. I was barely making a couple $1,000s 12 months ago. Barely a couple $1,000s. To now finishing my second 6-figure month in sales, and was just under $88,000 cash received. What transitioned? I asked for a mentor. I was like, I can't do this on my own. I'm doing something wrong. It's not working. I really desire a mentor. And I remember this mentor that I really desired a little bit ago. And I was Googling her and trying to find her and all these things. And I ended up finding her, and I reached out to her on Facebook Messenger and said, hey, I just wanted to say I really love you and all these things. And I ended up investing $65,000 with her within about a few months. Didn't have the money. Didn't know how I was going to get the money. However, I knew that the support that my vision needed, it wasn't even about little Colleen, it was support that my vision needed for global unity, for global consciousness, for love, for unity of love within, so that we can impact this world. So the good people, wholehearted people, start receiving abundance, start giving in a way that allows them to receive abundance. There's so many people who are here with love. There's so many people who deeply believe in love, however, are blocked with money or receiving. The thing is that you can't do it alone. There's blind spots you have. That's why I keep investing in mentors. That's why I keep investing in retreats. And that's why I keep getting around more high-level people, so I can see more of my blind spots. Your relationship to manifestation is how willing you are to feel within yourself, but how also willing you are to trust the unknown. Your relationship to manifestation is never going to be logical, because emotions aren't logical. They're feeling-based. And we're living a life based on logic. We're living a life of that. Our relationship with technology and our relationship with manifestation is going to be distorted, because we're being programmed like a robot. 2 + 2 is 4. Do this, do that, do this. Say these words as a marketing person to get your client. That is programming you to be manipulated to be a robot, so you can't even feel what feels good for you. You know, recently one of my mentors, who I love super dearly, you know, I was really going through a lot of things and moving through some things, and I almost kind of self-sabotaged the relationship. And I remember this was a pattern of mine that I had caught, and I was like, oh, you know, I'm really feeling this, and it's a self-sabotage pattern. And because I shared that mentor allowed for me to be supported and seen and felt, so I could actually move through that to dissolve a negative pattern of mine that was actually hindering me from receiving at the next layer. However, that is something that a mentor does. That is not something a friend can do for you. It's not something that a partner can do for you. You can evolve that way, but a mentor and you, it's a very sacred relationship. It's very intimate, where they're going to be sharing things with you that are triggering you. They're going to be sharing things about yourself that they're reflecting back to you, so you can evolve, so you can choose to evolve into living the mission you say you want to say. You say you want to live. And many of you on here will say, well, Colleen, you know, I want to be more spiritual, or Colleen, I want to make more money, or whatever it is. However, the idea of investing money, it's like, well, we can just trade services. We can just do that, or we can just whatever it is. The thing that I really desire to play here and to share here is that for you to go through a transformation, and this isn't just like work of, oh, it's this much money, or this is the investment, and you're going to do this. Like the type of relationship to technology and manifestation I'm speaking about is an internal transformation that it's your life that's being evolved. It's your mission. It's a vision of light, of love that you are capturing to impact this planet. There isn't an amount that can be talked about for bringing a vision to life. You know, like I shared, it wasn't even a year ago. I can't even remember. It wasn't even 9. I was just in Costa Rica with a mentor, Wampa, who does quantum flow, and it was amazing. There's 40 of us leaders, and I didn't even understand movement through my body till recently. And I'm still evolving it. There's always layers to it. I still don't understand my full gift of intuition or manifestation or intuition consulting. We're always exploring, but I'm always investing, because let's say logically I'm in a startup phase right now. In the first 3 years of startup, you should always be investing your money. I'm always investing to learn my skills and to grow my skill set so I can empower others to go through transformations. And if you're someone who's here with a vision and a mission to impact the world with love, to impact the world with light, the biggest way to do this is changing your environment to get around those who are already doing it, getting around those who make you feel good. And it's not going to be logical. It's never going to be the right moment, the right dollar amount, the right figure to start speaking on stage, to start writing your book, to start traveling, to give away clothes that you no longer do. There's never going to be the right moment to clean it up, to start new. There's never going to be. It's always going to be a little bit uncomfortable. However, if you are living with love and your mission is truly love, and your gift may be different. My gift is this, and hey, Jerome, my gift is different. There may be people that's real estate. There may be people that are stay-at-home husbands or wives, and there may be people that are in technology, like coding, whatever it is. You all have a gift, and I'll even go into this. We all, before we decide here, we're in a human body, whether you know this or not. I know if you're connected to me, you deeply know this. That's why I'm sharing this. Before you even got into this human experience, into this body, you actually made a contract with the world. You actually made a contract with the universe, with God, with source, whatever it was. You made a contract to be here in this human experience for the gift you have. For the gift you have. I don't even have the gift you have. Well, we all have it available to us, but it's what makes us the human experience, that we have a gift that in our human experience we deeply align with, we deeply are excited about. And when you're living in that alignment, you're going deeper into that relationship with your alignment, everything you could desire will show up. The mentors, the relationships, the houses, everything that you could desire, everything you couldn't even imagine, because how this world works is so far beyond how something our mind could ever place together. And your relationship with manifestation goes back to how in alignment, how willing, how committed are you to be around environments, to get around mentors, to get around people that are going to show you the blind spots that you're not seeing, so your gift can expand to influence and impact more people. That is your relationship with manifestation. Hey, Angela. That is your relationship with it. And when you're living and committed to that feeling, it's a journey. There's going to be moments you want to pull your hair out and be like, oh my gosh. And there's going to be moments that you're super excited and super at rest and peaceful. However, your relationship with this manifestation, as I've shared with technology and manifestation, it's not going to make sense. I really desire you, if you're wondering like, well, what about this logical this or that? Look back on your life. Look back on your life and think about anything that was great, anything that was truly great in your life. Tell me how logical it was. I can tell you right now, every great moment I've had in my life has been more illogical than I could have ever imagined. However, I wouldn't change it for the world, because it's better than I could have imagined. When you're truly living from a place of technology, your relationship with technology and manifestation, life gets better than you can imagine. You create relationships that you aren't even aware could be created. You create content, you share content, you allow things to come through you to be shared to activate others, to be shared to impact others greater than you can know. You know, I was just looking, recently, I haven't really done a lot of Facebook ads, and I'm moving into that way. I have around 25,000, I think, followers between everything. 25,000 people. So anytime that I put on a content, anytime I share something, there's someone's life I'm touching that I'm not even aware of. There's so many messages I've gotten in the last 14 months of like, Colleen, I look at your content every morning. Colleen, you're one of the reasons I didn't commit suicide. Colleen, you gave me hope to write that book. Colleen, you made me see what was possible. They may never be a client. I don't care. I used to be so attached. Like, they need to be a client. Why aren't they doing more? That's because it was my mind still. When you're truly with service of love, the people will just come. They will just come. And that's the illogical part. And that's the part you have to trust the universe. And I know it's so scary and it's so uncomfortable, because it's like, why? I'm going to invest this amount of money, or I'm going to get around this mentor, I'm going to do this, but I don't know how it's going to work. However, don't you want the adventure? Your relationship with manifestation is an adventure. If you knew exactly how the pieces interlocked, you would already be there. So this live today was really inspired because I've met so many amazing people lately, and my life continues to just get better and better and better and better. And it's like, there's so many things I could share, but it would seem crazy. The thing that I really want to dive deep into as well, before I kind of bring this to an end, is that your relationship with technology, your gifts that you have chosen to have a soul contract with in this human experience that you're giving to the world, that you can actually choose to be in alignment with. Are you sharing that on technology? Are you sharing that on social media? And maybe it's not a video. Maybe you're not into videos yet. Maybe you're not there, and that's okay. Don't put pressure on yourself. If you look at my first video, it was awful, but I still did it because I really believed in the mission of love. And if you are living your life with the mission of love, how could you do anything wrong? How could the triggers that you give people be bad? How could the open-hearted conversations be bad? If someone, no, I'm not there. You have your own opportunity to live with love and share with love. So whether it's in real estate, whether it's talking about God, maybe you're a priest or preacher or priest, whatever, whether it's sex, whether it's relationships, whether it's talking about how to make an online business, whether it's talking about sharing your gifts, whether it's plant medicine, whether it's conversions on Facebook ads, share your soul contract of what your soul is here to do with people on the internet, whatever medium you choose. And even if it's just a post, maybe you're doing screenshots on your laptop where you can download, I think it's QuickTime, which I believe it's on Mac. You can download it for free and do screenshots on your computer actually, and just talk to people, showing them what you're doing. Maybe it's making music and you just get, some sounds and you start playing it. The thing is that your relationship of your purpose, of your vision, of your life, of your love, of your light, it is to be brought on with technology, is to be shared with technology, and start looking at it as an asset that's going to accumulate over time. In your relationship with manifestation, the biggest things that you should really look at is, are you allowing yourself to feel? Are you empowering yourself to feel deeper? Are you allowing yourself to say yes to get around the mentors that are here, that deeply are here to support you? Maybe I'm not even saying it's me. I'm just sharing who your mentors are, getting around them, saying yes, even though it's scary, knowing that it's all going to work out. Some of these transformational retreats that I do and that I've been to, it's maybe not the day or the day after that you understand what occurred to you during that time when you were in the place of you. But it always comes back. And the larger the investment that you give, the larger that you're saying, yes, I'm worth this amount of money. I'm worth, not a house, not a piece of clothing, not a flight, not a hotel room, that I'm worth this amount of money to invest into myself, to go through a transformation. Wow. Only amazing things can happen. And if you're a coach and if you're a mentor and someone's investing time and energy and money with you, that is someone's life you're transforming. That should not be taken lightly. So many people are like, oh, I helped here, I helped this. Like the money results are great, or this is great. You are helping someone transform their life. You are helping there be more light and love on this planet. That is the role in your relationship with manifestation, of understanding that feeling within yourself. And that is what you're doing in every area of your life to create a manifestation result, whatever physical form you're looking for that in. But that relationship you have with that love and light to that. So it's really important. I wanted to come on. Let me see. I've actually only invested in myself for the last 9 years. Yeah, it really does pay off. 9 years. It always pays off. It always pays off. And so understanding when you have that type of investment and that love, that to honor yourself so deeply for that and what that means for you. And honoring you so deeply for those transformations you're allowing yourself to go through, for that love and light to be carried within you, to be available to carry that. This is amazing information. I love the way you're sharing the message. Thank you. I'm so happy that you're here, Shante. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I'm honored to be here and that we're co-creating the space together, as all of you have allowed this to come through me to be in this space. So I just wanted to end off. There's a few questions. Please ask them if you're on the replay throughout any of it. There's 3 ways that we can play together. There's 3 ways that we can get involved together with this March. And the first one is that I'm holding a 1-day retreat. It really is invite only. However, if you're feeling called, if you're feeling moved and you're listening to this and you know you need to be there, please reach out to me. I can usually feel it. It's called Your Gaining Clarity on Your Revolutionary Mission, Vision, Your Magic, and Manifestation. It really, really is invite only. However, if you're feeling called to it, I'm happy to explore you being there. It is 2 spots left before it's out, so I'm super excited. The other thing is on March 21st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., I'm doing a 4-hour training on relationship with money, technology, and manifestation. It's a 4-hour training that I'm doing from people all over the world that'll be on it. If you're feeling called to be part of that, it is part of Global Citizen University. I do an extra course every semester that is a bonus, where I actually invite other people to come into GCU, which is an online university, really empowering the magical, illogical humans to manifest and impact humanity, which will then drive their income. I'm doing that. It's a 4-hour training. If you're feeling called, please reach out. Hey, Juan Pablo, how are you? I just mentioned you on here. So happy you were here and honoring you. The third way to be involved with me is through Global Citizen University. And we still are open for enrollment with that. And that is where I really empower people to understand how to leverage technology to impact their dreams and their income. The biggest thing that I go through is there's 4 different semesters. So I cover freedom is the first semester we're in right now. What is internal freedom, external freedom, and how to use technology to create freedom, which I covered a lot in the first part of this video. However, in every call that I do, I have a live Q&A with my students, change agents, and global economists after this 1-hour lecture that I give to go deep into your personal business, how the content impacts you. The second semester that will be starting in April, which I'm super excited about, is policy and social movements. Really understanding governments, really understanding development of the world, which I again talked about in the very beginning of this, and really how we're in the revolution of love right now. And I shared a little bit in the beginning for you guys, but if you look at the development of the world, we really had tribes and different communities, and then it went into the privatization of property, which really started allowing people to have hierarchies. We went into the agricultural revolution, which was movement of foods. We went into the industrial manufacturing, technology, and now we are in the revolution of love. So that is something I really work on with policy and influencing that. And I actually have government officials that come on and present about their life's work with that. The third thing that I talk about with GCU is purposeful contribution. So really understanding how to scale your business, your impact, your influence, and how to do that with technology, how to create a brand ecosystem, how to create products, how to create investments, how to create employees. Hey, Jim, how are you? With that, and that's the third semester that we cover later this year. And the final semester is conscious citizenship, where we really understand how you already are a citizen of the world by how you function, who you be, and how you can get recognized by global influencers, global people that are here to influence your message and impact it as well. So feel free to message me if you're feeling called for that. It includes 2 retreats that we meet up around the world. And the first one's going to be in California in June. The second will be in November over in Asia Pacific. So I'm super excited for that. And I have another big announcement of a huge, exciting retreat that I'm doing in April that's coming up. So that is another way to play with me and be in the energy and frequency that I am sharing of influence, impact, and conscious citizenship. So if you're feeling called for any of those, let me know. Please reach out and myself or the team will get back to you. And I'm so honored to be here in this space with all of you, co-creating. And I'm so honored for all of you being open and willing to understand your relationship with technology and manifestation. Look forward to talking with you all soon, and have an amazing, amazing day or moment in time when you see this.